I was shocked to see that you founded your own company. The first company was in year 1999. So, just two questions from my audience side. How did you get that courage? Because back then, startup never used to be like cool word उस time पे. और दूसरी बात आप how different it is now to start a startup. Back then, अगर हम compare करते हैं 1999 से. Since you are a veteran and you have 25 plus years in the industry now, so कुछ आप अपना example देना चाहें, when you felt that this was the this was the lowest time of me professionally, or maybe in any business, the darkest time.
When we had the time, we should have, in the sunny days, we should have done some savings and all. So,
For the rainy days.
yeah.
So I have a question, another question from this. You started into digital marketing thing. So digital marketing agency क्यों?
Not just digital marketing. So we were more of a full service digital agency. So I was looking after digital marketing. One of my co-founders was looking after UI UX, and the third one was into coding. So he had
Okay, क्योंकि .com उस time पे बढ़ना शुरू हो गया था, तो you felt that this is the next wave. So, hello Arya, thank you so much for joining today.
Thank you very much, Jyoti, for inviting me here.
Awesome. So, Arya, my first question is about 1999. I was shocked to see that you founded your own company. The first company was in year 1999. So, just two questions from my audience side. How did you get that courage? Because back then, startup never used to be like cool word उस time पे. और दूसरी बात, आप how different it is now to start a startup. Back then, अगर हम compare करते हैं 1999 से.
So me and two of my co-founders in that startup, we were doing our MBA, so second year in Wellington, and we came up with this idea of starting something, and in the digital space, the .com boom, internet had come in and all that, and we were thinking whether to wait for to complete our MBA and then do it, or go ahead with our startup. But then, as we went through, we were reading books at that time because there was not enough content on the internet. So, there were various examples, starting with Bill Gates to everyone, where they didn't wait to complete their education and started off. So we also realized that maybe after a year, this opportunity might have gone away. So we were to complete our MBA in 2000, and we started off in 99.
So how many founders?
Three co-founders.
So you had to put some investment also, because it was a digital marketing agency. So how did it started, like in terms of monetary capital requirement?
Yeah, so basically, we were deciding to drop off and start, but then our dean back then, and the head of department of IT, they supported us a lot. They arranged a office space for us. They used to call us to attend specific lectures, once in a while, because we were working, day in, day out. So, they supported us a lot, and in terms of office space, contacts, and most importantly, they helped us complete our MBA. We appeared for the exams and passed. We don't know how, but we did.
That is amazing. So you, all three of you, stuck together for very long, or you people thought that you want to restructure it?
Yeah, so we went on till 2004, so about 5 years. After which, we parted ways. One of my co-founders went on to start a IT company, and he just sold it 2 years back. He sold it to a US-based organization. So my second co-founder, he joined Capgemini and is still there.
Okay, so you were the one who, took it to 2000 till 2017 and then merged it with your new company.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So अगर हम देखते हैं like 1999 में स्टार्टअप स्टार्ट करना कितना मुश्किल था या कितना इजी था, I don't know, like whatever you want to share, and now somebody starting now, तो आपको क्या लगता है, what are the differences, or is it getting better, or like how is it?
Yeah, definitely much better. So there was no concept of startups back then. So उसको
हम्म,
क्या बोलना भी क्या बोलना है we didn't know. So we were
कि
saying
हमारे पास क्या है हमने क्या शुरू किया है.
we were starting a company. Even all of our my co-founders family background, and also we were all so one co-founder's dad was a teacher, and the other ones was a bank employee. My dad used to work in a pharma company. So they were really shocked that what are you doing? People are sitting for campus interviews, taking up jobs, and you guys are
तो
not
करेज
going for.
कैसे आई वो, क्योंकि अभी भी 90% लोग वांट्स टू स्टार्ट देयर ओन स्टार्टअप, दैट्स देयर अल्टीमेट ड्रीम, है ना. और फिर ऑब्वियसली रेज फंड्स, सेल और व्हाटएवर दैट कम्स लेटर, बट अभी के लिए एवरीबॉडी आई मीट ऑल द स्टूडेंट दे वांट टू हैव देयर. तो इतनी हिम्मत कैसे आती है, मतलब एनी टिप्स फॉर देम कि वो कैसे कर सकते हैं.
So I think one of the aspects is at that point of time, co-founders were very important. But today, in the AI world, uh, whatever skills you are lacking, AI can cover up for that.
हम्म.
So it has become much more easier. So at that point of time, if I am a techie and I don't know how to do marketing, then
हम्म.
the startup would bound to fail. So you would need somebody very strong at marketing. So those aspects are more or less it's a level playing field today with AI. So back then these aspects were very difficult to navigate. How do
हम्म.
you market? How do you bring in resources? So all of those aspects. I remember there was this e-commerce project back then, and some of my friends had come down from US during the Christmas time, and well, obviously startup and bootstrap, we did not have even enough funds to hire a team. So these guys, we were talking to these guys, and they said we are there for almost a month, we'll finish up this project. So okay, they came every day to office, sat down and worked, and all we had to do was, they used to say, get us some nice bhel puri. In US we don't have bhel puri, so that's the office boy kind of role is what we used to play. I think
Someone has to be ready to do anything and everything when having a startup.
I think that defined me as a manager later on also. So with the team, and also the team always says that you are very friendly and all of that. So I tell them this story, that how did I become so friendly?
I also saw my CEO, carrying those leaflets back in year 2012, and I was so shocked कि उस टाइम पे मतलब बहुत हमें ही एज अ एम्प्लॉय, और ही वाज लाइक सो मेनी लेयर्स अबव. तो वो एक चीजें होती है जो आपके दिमाग में फिट हो जाती है कि यार दिस इज हाउ यू कैन सेट एन एग्जांपल. तो
Right.
एआई पे हम चले उससे पहले मेरा एक और क्वेश्चन था. सिंस यू आर अ वेटरन एंड यू हैव 25+ years इन द इंडस्ट्री नाउ, सो कुछ आप अपना एग्जांपल देना चाहें, व्हेन यू फेल दैट दिस वाज द दिस वाज द लोएस्ट टाइम of me professionally, or maybe in any business, the darkest time where you felt that this is how I navigated, and this is what people can learn from those who might be feeling very low face in their life right now.
Okay, so looking back at 99, so obviously I think it was a mistake. So we should have worked for some time and in a organization, got some experience, because uh, there are two kinds of experiences. One is starting off on your own, and the
Hmm.
other is the normal corporate life. We
Hmm.
didn't have experience of both.
Hmm.
So we did some very good projects, but financially, none of us were very aware except for our friend whose dad was in the bank, and he was always saying you're doing this all wrong and all. So after 9/11 happened, at that time, digital services, nobody was taking it in India. So there was not a market for digital marketing or web applications and all of that. So after 9/11, suddenly the projects that we had in pipeline and even some of the existing projects just uh, evaporated. So then we suddenly realized that we don't
So
have
your TG was US, मतलब ज्यादातर प्रोजेक्ट्स
the
आप यूएस के कर रहे थे, इसलिए वो इंडियंस को उस टाइम पे सर्विसेज नहीं दे रहे थे. दैट वाज द रीजन ये गैप आया.
right. So we had even gone to I remember TCS head office in Admin Point, and we said we offer these services, and they just laughed at us and said that we are TCS, we don't need digital marketing and all. so, so in
गुड
the
मेमोरी
same
टू
way,
लाफ एट.
in the same vein, uh, uh, throughout the night, we were listed on that. There was something called a Yahoo directory. There was no Google at that time. So there was a Yahoo directory where we had listed, and the phone would ring the whole night. So, our landline number we had given. So, there would be companies starting from Johnson and Johnson all the way to the U.S. government. Somebody would say, "We are calling from the White House. This is our requirement." So, we had enough projects. We never thought about finances or building a corpus or anything like that. So suddenly, when this happened, we realized that when we had the time, we should have, in the sunny days, we should have done some savings and all. So
फॉर द रेनी डेज.
yeah. So those are aspects that we learned the hard way. So now I think the startup environment is much more mature, and but there are hundreds of YouTubers. There are people like you who are spreading this knowledge. So when somebody starts off, they just need to listen to podcasts like these, and they'll realize what they have to do. But
Yes. So
that
what did you do? Like what when exactly this happened? No orders from next day. Everything is like completely dry. कुछ भी समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है. How to navigate the next day. तो क्या आपने किया? मतलब how did you
So,
come up?
thankfully, I told you we had a lot of friends in IT who were
Hmm.
in US and all.
Hmm.
So at that time, there was no venture capital, or even if you went to a bank and asked for funds, they would say, make a project report and, meet this person. So that was a very long process.
Mhm.
So, uh, thankfully, our friends in US supported us at that time.
Mhm.
So they pitched in with funds and all. So after that, the market stabilized. We started providing ancillary services. We started providing IT consulting services. So that worked out very well. So we started a newsletter back then, which was very rare. So our newsletter started getting subscribed by Infosys, Aditya Birla, HCL in India, and as I told you, our main audience was US. So US, they even some universities requested our permission to have it as part of their official library, setup.
Wow.
So
Because like these are first movers, no? उस टाइम पे तो back then I don't think किसी ने न्यूज़लेटर सुना सोचा था
yeah.
या ये सारी चीजें. So I have a question, another question from this. You started into digital marketing thing. So first is why do you feel that I mean, you had the background, your friends had the background. I mean, so digital marketing agency क्यों?
So, not just digital marketing. So, we were more of a full service digital agency. So, I was looking after digital marketing. One of my co-founders was looking after, UI, UX, and the third one was into coding. So, he had a
ओके, क्योंकि डॉट कॉम उस टाइम पे बढ़ना शुरू हो गया था, तो यू फेल्ट दैट दिस इज द नेक्स्ट वेव where we can. So
Yes.
somebody who wants to start digital marketing now, I mean, we get a lot of students, either they say we'll want to learn AI. They don't really mean, I mean, they don't really know what does it mean. अभी तो सिर्फ AI सीखना है, पर उसमें AI agent को करना है, prompt करना है. Even I don't know, I'm not master there. तो अभी भी फिर भी queries आती है because people have now started using a new word called performance marketing instead of
Yeah.
the digital marketing or the Google ads and all. And then they still feel कि अभी भी we can, start because everything is going virtual. I mean the online, तो वो marketing का space तो रहेगा इसी because एज सच वैसे वाले एटीएल बीटीएल एक्टिविटीज अब कम हो गई है. तो अभी भी somebody who wants to start now, do you think ये राइट टाइम है, वो कर सकते हैं, या फिर क्या चीजें उनको ध्यान रखनी पड़ेगी, या फिर कोई पॉइंट नहीं है अभी स्टार्ट करने का बिकॉज दे आर टू लेट, और मे बी चीजें उतनी इवॉल्व हो चुकी है.
So this is again, from the time we started in '99. I think last year and the current setup is the right time to start once again. So so I've
So
been
you think
telling.
2026 is still the right time to start?
Yes, yes, yes.
Wow.
So
Okay.
because 24, 25 was spent more in getting clarity. We got new versions of AI, AI agents came in and all of that. But still, there is the vision of how to implement AI in organization is getting shaped up. So this year is the crucial year. And for digital marketing specifically, whatever I have done or my team has done over these years or other experts have done, they are unlearning it today. So, for us, it's a hard time because 25 years we're used to doing things in a certain way. And so it's like driving a car. We don't think that, okay, we now have to push the brakes or do this or do that. But unlearning that after 25 years of experience is difficult. So we are doing it. So I've been talking to some of the top digital marketers in US also, whom I've been connected with since the last 25 years. So everybody is saying the same thing. Rand Fishkin is one of those experts I was talking to last week. So he was the main guy in Moz. He has now moved out of Moz. So we were discussing as to how we have to unlearn and what we have to do. But for the current generation that is getting into digital marketing, so they don't come with that baggage. So now is the perfect time to and they are the AI first generation. So they are seeing AI right from joining the workforce. So for them, it'll come very naturally that AI has to do everything, the agent has to do everything, and they have to put in the commands, oversee it. And as I was telling you, now co-founders are not as much required as they were previously. So even in digital marketing, large teams are not required. So even for enterprise scale digital marketing projects, you don't need a large team because the AI agent will do a lot of the stuff, but you have to be guiding it as to what the client requires. Client communication is something that AI can't do, or the client won't be very comfortable with an AI.
Interesting. So that means digital marketing domain, it's reinventing itself now in
Yes,
this,
yes,
years like 2025, 26 and all, they are reinventing, and this is the right time to position themselves if they, in case they want to enter in this domain.
yes.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. So, have you ever worked in a job?
Job, the closest that I came to doing a job was, when we were working with Hindujas on a consulting project and then Aditya Birla. So
Mhm.
as I told you, 2004, that time we were still picking up from the dot com burst and
Mhm.
didn't have a lot of projects.
Mhm.
So this was almost full-time work. This particular for the Hinduja group, they have a Swiss bank, and we were working on the digitization of it,
Mhm.
CRMs and like that. So that turned out to be a full-time project where we were working 9-10 hours in a day. So uh, that almost felt like a job. We were going to that office and
So
working there.
one thing is feeling like a job. Were you like in a job wherein you are like, join their office and then there is a salary which comes from the company? Like, have you worked like that or you have been an entrepreneur all your life?
Yeah, I've been an entrepreneur all my life. So
Wow.
very,
Wow.
very difficult for an entrepreneur to go in a job and report to someone. Not just the reporting structure, it's basically the speed at which an entrepreneur starts thinking. So the execution, if it gets slow, then it gets very difficult to work. So
Yeah, no,
if
I
there
can
is
totally relate to it. Recently, we interviewed few people then that, the ones those who have sold their startup, then worked for some few years, then they, this, that. So I was just wondering, since you have been, I mean, this is commendable that you stay relevant for 2.5 decades. Like, because having something is one thing, and then making it survive, staying relevant in the market, changing yourself. This is a completely different game. So आपका mental strength को लेके आप कुछ tips देना चाहे to the new audiences, those who watch us?
Okay, so I think more than mental strength, it's more of staying afloat. So when you're running your own startup, and even if later on we had teams, project managers, and everything. So if if you are not hands-on, if you go back into your cabin and you don't know what's happening in the outside world, there's a very big chance that your startup will get sidelined, and you won't notice the next big revolution coming in. So that is very risky. So I think that's not a choice. We have to be hands on. So even if I'm working 10 hours and going back home after dinner before going to sleep, I think I haven't gone to the net today, logged in and seen what all is happening, whatever new has happened. So I spend at least half an hour daily before going to sleep, catching up on the latest news. So
Hmm.
that's more
Because
of
the entire day
survival.
is so rigorous that you feel like that is the time I should devote to for this.
Yes.
Okay. So, what's the current, situation is like where all you are placed, which all, I mean, startups you have and what are you doing? We would love to know that.
So Intermind is my third startup. So in 2012, so 99 we started Webises. 2012, because as I told you, we had started off with consulting and it had done well. 2012, we started a digital consulting firm. So only strategies for your digital transformation, and so that startup is also doing well. So I later on in life I learned that I'm more of a ideator, and the startup phase is where I like to be involved in. The chaos is something that I like. So once it becomes operational, I get a bit bored. Yeah.
Mm.
So I want to move on to the next big thing.
Mm.
So Intermind came out from an idea. Again, I was talking to Guy Kawasaki, and he said, Arya, do you believe in the theory of value at the bottom of the pyramid? So I said, of course, Indian consultant. I have read the book and all of that. So he said, why don't you implement it? I said, I think that's for shampoo and hair oil, right? So FMCG examples are given in it, and you sell small sachet for 1 rupee, and rural market buys it. So how is that related to me? So he said, see, you haven't understood the theory. So he said, in India is the land of SMEs, and there is nobody targeting them. So all of you are doing digital transformation for large companies. What about them? So now is the right time when the cloud is coming and everything. And so he had predicted it back then. So I'd never thought about it that even small companies will start implementing ERPs and things. So who will consent them? So with that idea, we started Intermind. We we service companies between 100 crore to 500 crore. So that's our target audience, and we have been somewhat successful in doing it, but obviously with ideas coming in from mentors like these. So, so that's one of the advantage. You should always have mentors as your sounding boards. Just talk to them, get ideas. So you may not implement everything, but yeah.
But it's always good to know, thoughts in their mind because they are well versed with whatever is happening.
Yeah.
So you are currently with Intermind, which is your third startup, and you are here helping all the SMEs. I also read in your, in your LinkedIn, which says that you are also coaching AI managers, like you are becoming into this AI coaching as well. So what does it all about? We would love to know.
See, AI now, again, this is something I was to put on LinkedIn today. So, uh, it's not a technology like any other technology. So, for example, before this, you had the cloud, for example. Somebody in finance or somebody in HR uh, was in no way involved with what the cloud does. But AI is a all-encompassing technology. So whether you're in finance, HR, operations, wherever you are, you have to learn this technology, without which you are no more, a resource that can provide value to the organization. So if you are doing finance the old way, generating your reports from a financial tool and all of that, so that's not cutting the in today's age. That's not what you should be doing. So with AI, you can be at least 30% more efficient based on the AI that is there currently, maybe even better later on. So if everybody in a CXO position needs to understand this, which I saw lacking. When we went and talked to our clients and all, they said chat GPT and all of that, we have heard of it, but I'm not using it as much. Maybe the IT team will use it. I said, this is not about IT. This is about the organization as a whole. So that's why we chatted with them. We thought this should be they should be coached on this, on how to stay relevant in the AI age. So that's how we started off.
After understanding your entire journey, who has been into this side of the table? When I say this side, there are employee side and the employer side, and everybody I know at least wants to jump from this side to that side. And we also see a lot of fundraising options are available now. We also see a lot of mentoring is available now. And obviously, as you mentioned, there are a lot of stuff on the internet also. So agar if you can give us your some final two three wisdom nuggets, or I can say some steps which the audience can follow, those who are this side of the table to this side of the table, because when I jumped this side to that side 4 years back, it was very difficult. Though अभी आने के बाद ऐसा लगता है everybody has this. I mean, there's nothing special you did, but back then it was very difficult. Mental thing was also played a very big role when you feel like yeah you can do that. So अगर आप कुछ दो तीन चीजें बता सके which can motivate them for somebody who is hanging this decision for very long.
Okay. So as I said earlier, 2026 is the year. If you are thinking of starting on your own, there won't be a better environment to start maybe for another
So this is
decade.
not restricted to just digital marketing domain. You are now saying that this is for every place. Okay.
For example, if you are a HR startup, this is the right time to get in and because you have that advantage over others today. So there'll be a lot of established player. 2 years back, if you would have gotten into the market, it would have been very difficult for a HR consulting firm or even for a normal placement agency to survive because they're established companies, they have their contacts and everything. But today you come out with a ATS, and match resumes automatically. The HR person doesn't even have to open the resumes, and you sort it out. Say this is the resume that you should interview. So you offer that kind of a solution. They are not going back to the old school HR companies anymore. So
And simultaneously, those big companies are still unlearning and relearning those new things.
yes, like
Mm.
us. So this is the right time to start. And the ecosystem in India is right now very, very good. And with AI coming in, so I see experts and global consultants. For all of them today are saying the same thing, that just drop your studies if you're studying, or if you're doing a job. This is the right time to start something. You won't get this opportunity for another decade.
Wow, got it. I'm sure this will give them a lot of motivation because this is coming from you and understanding that this is how a veteran think who's been there for 25 years and doing what they dream to do.
So, all of us, me and my co-founders, we came from, what they say, normal middle class
Hmm.
families who have
Hmm.
never been in business. And for our families, not just business. So if you say we want to invest in the share market, they would say no, FDs. That
Uh,
that was the kind of
back
mentality.
then, normal families were like this only.
Yes, yes. So they were not risk takers.
Hmm.
So okay, so that is why certain business communities, they have that conditioning over the years, and
Hmm.
they've grown up seeing their families do business.
Hmm.
So for them, entrepreneurship is like in their blood.
Hmm.
So, for us in our generation, we had to learn for a whole generation on how to do business. So, although we had done our MBAs and all of that, but
Hmm.
doing business practically is something that you learn over a generation. So,
That's true.
I, I think that's something that again AI will change
Hmm.
in this decade. So if you don't have any business background,
Hmm.
and you're thinking of whether I'll be financially secure, whether I can run this business, so this is the right time to step in. There are enough mentors out there, enough content out there, and you have AI with you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely. I was I we were interviewing someone who has this AI setup. So he does all the operations work converted into AI agents and all, with whatever is possible for a company. And he said that you can easily expect the same amount of work with the help of AI with 30% of the employees with 200% like 2x of the efficiency. So that's the kind of power one can expect that AI can boost in the business.
Right, right. Last year we had, if you have read this news of Capgemini acquiring WNS.
Hmm. Hmm.
So both of them were our clients while we were consulting. So we know the top guys there, and this is the core principle why Capgemini bought WNS. So they see a vision where they can automate almost 100% of the execution that is happening in WNS. So
Wow. So we, we
that,
we also saw that headline which says that we are going to see the first billionaire who is a solopreneur very soon. So
yes,
how will this happen? Obviously because of the AI. Not single person
yeah,
can do everything, but with AI, the person can be unstoppable if the person is rightly placed with the knowledge and stuff.
yeah. So as we said, so at Intermind also as a company, we are reinventing what we are offering. So, digital transformation services, UI, UX, digital marketing, everything is going through a flux. So, due to it. So, we are unlearning and we are also excited about the opportunities that are coming up.
Yes, absolutely. And I have no doubt, I feel with the kind of knowledge you have, rightly placed at the right time because वो चीज भी देख लिया है. It might be easy for somebody starting now, but it will definitely be very good for somebody who has been there, done that, all of it. I also wanted to ask, like, personal question. I also wanted to ask, do you think that, how the future of those salespeople, like the people, those who do it on the ground, like maybe the cold calling, maybe the sales meetings, maybe like that. Do you also think, because we have started our own in-house program 10 days back, and that's about training people in the sales, the fresh graduates, those who stay unemployed even after the graduation degree, like the graduate. You think that बहुत नियर फ्यूचर में आपको लगता है कि ये AI कुछ रिप्लेस करेगा या अभी इट विल स्टे देयर?
So anybody who is customer facing is more powerful than AI. So
Wow.
I think AI will remain. So customer service for B2C industries, they're still trying to bring in AI, but sales is something that will remain untouched for quite some time. So that's a safe area to get into in terms
Thank you. A
of.
lot of confidence for me. All right. Thank you so much, Arya, for the time. It was lovely, lovely interacting with you.
Same here. Okay.
Bye bye. Have a great week ahead.